Everybody, welcome to another special episode of Chibi Podcast. This is not a happy-go-lucky one, but we're gonna do what we can. Serious note, that's what it is. This is me, Mr. Worldwide, and I have three other people here with me. To my right,
as always, you have David the Smash Fan,
Sponsor Tech Guy,
and we have a special guest today, Mr. Newlywed Paul Kurisinche.
Hipster Paul. Say hi to people.
Actually, Black David. I thought we actually established this.
Oh, you're David Black.
No, okay, anyways.
David Black, that's how it is.
Let's get on to the main topic at hand and let everybody, well, obviously people know what's going on, but let's go talk about it again. David, you want to let them in?
So,
what happened?
Yeah, so all of you know that a few days ago that Carrie Fisher was taken to the hospital because she suffered a heart attack on a plane. And I think she was in London. She was filming some sort of mini special or something for, I think, Hulu.
I thought she was just coming home for the holidays.
No, it was a TV show.
No, it was a TV show. And so she suffered a heart attack, and the last thing we had heard was she was in stable condition. And then today at 8:55 a.m., we heard from, I think it was her sister.
Her daughter,
that she had passed away.
Yeah.
And it was a big shock to all of us. Like, I guess from the news that we were hearing, like, she was getting better. Like, she was gonna.
We thought she's in stable condition. I wasn't expecting this.
Anything being better, but she was in stable condition. I think what happened was it was a massive heart attack that she was just not. She was able to.
They said she stopped breathing for at least 10 minutes or so on the airplane, is what I heard. So I was worried about some, like, kind of maybe brain damage or how she's going to recover from that, but I wasn't expecting this. I think it was
she was just so weak and she just couldn't recover enough.
Well, she has a lot of, drug abuse issues and smoking over the years. I mean, I don't know what's
exactly. Her body was just frail on that.
Not to mention the mental condition that she has.
She has a bipolar disorder, but she's been an inspiration for a lot of young adults, too, with this because of the fact that... anyway, sorry, my mic was too close, I guess there. Anyway, she's been a big inspiration for a lot of people that suffer from the diseases or have abuse issues, and this just goes to show that she's still trying and she's helping motivate the people to try as well. And so I mean, it's an inspiration for a lot of people of having her, but then to lose her is just
quite a shock.
Yeah.
I will admit, like, I was looking through news and stuff, and then I saw. It said Carrie Fisher died, and I was like, it has to be a hoax.
I was hoping it was a fake.
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
And then, I searched on, because I saw it on Kotaku, and I was like, they can say
it's
it on Kotaku.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't. But then I looked at, like, ABC News and Fox, and they're like, yeah, Carrie Fisher's passed away.
Someone has, like, legitimate sources. So
that's where I was like, holy crap. And it was, I will say this, like, when I was reading this at work, and actually I took it kind of hard because I was talking to someone, helping someone out on the phone. And
you too?
Yeah. And
that's my situation. I just wanted to get off the damn phone as soon as possible. I was pissed. Yeah. I was, like, literally hitting stuff around my cubicle without the guy knowing. Like, I was pissed.
I was just like, I tried to keep it calm. Like I didn't want to say too much. And I honestly, like, celebrity deaths have never really impacted me that much. But, like, I just still seen Rogue One, and I know Carrie Fisher's not really in it, but you see her as young Leia. Seeing that just recently, and among other things, there's some personal things that I saw that also kind of affected me. But all that together was just a huge. It was a huge shock to me, and it's still kind of hard to process because it's so weird to see that she passed away because she still was young, like 60.
That's pretty young. That's young.
Yeah, but it was
man.
Like, I don't think there are words we can say.
I feel like it's Paul Walker over again for me. I remember with Paul Walker, I was kind of devastated for weeks. Like, I was emotionally kind of messed up, believe it or not. Like, he's a really big hero of, like, growing up. And then now Carrie, I mean, Carrie's even bigger than Paul for me. I mean, that is my childhood. I mean, she's the only princess to me, and she's all of our princess. And that's just... This is one of the hardest loss in Hollywood ever. I mean, like, this is like the Robin Williams, the Heath Ledger's, like, this is a big one, and this is huge to many fans across the world. And I just barely got done watching Empire Strikes Back last night, and then, or was it last night or the night before? And I just barely finished A New Hope right after Rogue One. I'm just be going through, and I was going to watch Return of the Jedi, and it's gonna be even hard watching Jedi now. This is just really not cool.
I will say this, like, this year has really sucked. In terms of people who have passed away.
F 2016.
So much.
Yeah, no,
so
really,
done with
2016 has been a terrible year
For celebrities,
in entertainment wise. Personally, in my life, some things I had great stuff happen, but a lot of bad things that I don't like. But just name just a few people that have passed away this year. Music wise, we had Lemmy, who was from Motorhead, the bassist. He passed away this year. No, he passed away last year at the very end of last year, but he still passed away. David Bowie died. Prince died. We had Gene Wilder, who was Willy Wonka. He passed away.
Alan Rickman.
Alan Rickman, which actually was hard to watch. We were watching all the Harry Potter movies with Paul, and watching him be Snape was hard to watch.
That killed me when he passed. I was really upset at that one.
He encompassed all of what Snape was. And last night, 2 nights ago,
but he's in so many great acts in other movies too, though. I love him.
Alan Rickman, he's funny in Dogma. He was a fallen angel.
He was so good.
He's so good in that one. But we were watching the final Harry Potter movie about 2 or 3 days ago on Christmas Day, and seeing his last lines in the movie where he talks about how Harry has Lily's eyes and tells him to take his memories and go to the pensive. That was hard to watch too, because I was like, man, this guy was just amazing.
That'd be hard because you got to see a death scene of the actor that really died. That had been really tough.
And so, we had that. Just recently we had George Michael's. If you were a big Wham fan of the 80s, he passed away a few days ago.
He's a huge one. He's like Elton John level, man.
Yeah, he passed away. For an older generation, we had Gene Wilder.
My mom was actually crying, so.
Florence Henderson, she played Mrs. Carol Brady. She passed away too. And we also had another Star Wars person die. The person that plays R2-D2, he passed away this year as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So just tons of losses this year. And I really would want to talk about all of them, because all of them were really big inspirations to me in one way or another. But I kind of want to, just kind of talk a little bit more about Carrie Fisher, because Carrie Fisher was a huge icon, which she wasn't really even planning to be. If you look at the Star Wars, you look at the history and the DVDs of what happened, they weren't expecting Star Wars to be that good.
No.
Even Mark Hamill, he talked in his panel back in on Solid Comic Con, and he's like, we weren't expecting to be that huge. We thought this was gonna be a one-time thing. Even though George Lucas said, no, we're gonna make 9 movies. They're like, whatever. Do you
remember hearing about that? I don't know if you ever watched the bonus features for A New Hope, but even George Lucas talks about the scripted comic book that was rushed out by his friend. This was supposed to be, if we make an Empire Strikes Back, or not an Empire, sorry, just a second movie that this would tie into, and it just got weird. Luke and Leia had a love life, and Leia was starting to use the Force, and she grabs the lightsaber and fights off Vader for Luke, and it's just very awkward. But anyway, it just goes to show how much that the show has just changed from everything. Not to mention,
when they had interviews, they didn't know they couldn't explain Star Wars to people. They
didn't know either. Yeah. They just did what they were told in the script, and I think what was great in the sense of Star Wars for them, so they came in just as blind as everyone else, but then they were able to create the character that we knew. Leia was this tough person.
I think she's tougher than everybody in the universe we've seen.
She's
lost everything. She's still strong as hell.
Yeah, and then and that I don't know. It's just a great thing that showed you that Carrie Fisher made Leia seem like that, and the way she portrayed herself as Leia was amazing. And it's a sad thing to see that she had passed, and it's
right, because I remember last year when we were to watch the new Star Wars, and you see Carrie Fisher after so many years be Leia once again. It was quite
cool.
It was a nice feeling, and kind of a memorabilia feeling as well. Of course, I wasn't born when the movie came out, but
we grew up watching them. Yeah.
All of us grew up with them. Yeah.
I think what was crazy was that there was more cheering for when they saw Leia than Han and Chewie. Do you think? Do you recall?
Well,
I don't know.
A lot of emotion.
I felt it was kind of pretty even for me, at least. In the theater I was in. The one thing I'm having a hard time, which I heard another person talk about, which is exactly what my thoughts went to, is there is a trio. There is Harrison, Mark, and Carrie, right? Mm-hmm. And to have a loss in that trio, it just feels very, very weird. It's almost like having a piece of glass break in your favorite frame, and you can just never fix it or something. I don't know how to explain it. It's just,
I guess the way
you know what I mean?
Put it like this is,
how can you put that?
If you think about about Harry Potter.
Yeah, it's Ron, Harry, and Hermione, right?
If Hermione were to die right now, the actress who played Hermione,
it just kills it.
Yeah, it will kill us because we grew up with that trio, and that's our trio of our generation.
Yes,
right, and that's what I mean is having the trio gone. It just doesn't. I mean, I'm gonna love 8, and it's gonna be the last time we get to really see her as General Organa and all, but it's just you can't imagine 9 even without it. Like, I mean, it just goes from like losing Han, then lose Leia, and then now you have Luke in the franchise. Like, I don't know what they're gonna do, if they're gonna CGI, or I don't want to think about that right now. It's just it's hard to imagine Star Wars without those 3. I don't care about the prequel bull crap and all that. These are the original 3 that started it all, and they are the iconic figures.
Yes.
Well, and it's also American, like, it's historical and American, like, entertainment, and it's American culture, and Carrie Fisher is part of American culture. I mean, that's how big of an impact she's left on the media. Yeah. Nobody can ever touch her. Mm-hmm. And this, just to lose the trio, it's just, it doesn't feel right. It's awkward.
It's gonna be kind of hard watching the new Star Wars.
Exactly.
She already recorded her parts already. Right?
Everything's done. It's like Paul Walker all over again.
Right? It's like, I don't know. It's like seeing a ghost.
It's like Paul Walker all over again.
It's like that, or when you watched Mr. Megorium's Magic Emporium and you saw Heath Ledger's movie. That was the last movie he did.
That was the last movie he was in.
And that's like creepy. It's like seeing a ghost.
So like, that was the last. How they're gonna like bring it together? I don't know what.
They're gonna have to rewrite scripts, but I don't know how. I don't.
Maybe actually,
as far as I know, Episode 9, that script has not been completed, or I don't know. Probably ideas have come around, but it's not, and nothing has been finalized on the script.
And how are they going to write her off? They got to do it respectful.
It's like, well, they already did.
The thing is, like,
no,
they might. The thing is, like, at this moment, like, I think out of respect of her, they're not going to CGI her anyway.
Oh no,
and I don't think they should kill her either.
I'm pretty sure they're going to have to kill her off.
Well, that or do a Paul Walker thing.
I don't think that, or she'll just be not in the third one. She'll be done in the 8th one, and she's. I know, but I'd hate to move somewhere else.
Remember when, like, the Republic, like, died against the Starkiller base? Mm. Like, I'd hate if something like that happened. Just blow up the planet she's on. Like, that would just really suck.
They could do like tons of other things. Like, again, we don't know what's happening in Episode 8.
I guess we shouldn't really think about that right now.
One of the things I want to talk about is I don't know if you had the privilege to see her, but last year she was at Fan X.
Yep.
And she was really funny. Like, she was very down to earth. It's really odd, like, when you see these celebrities come in and they're not. I mean, granted, they're paid to be there, and they. But you really, Carrie Fisher just brought like this, like, love the fans. She's been doing it for so many years, but she was like so down to earth, wanted to answer people's questions and tell stories of her own. And one of the cool things that I liked is she was very active in promoting healthy body images. One of the things that she talked about, which was a popular story when Episode 7 was coming up, was she spoke about how they told her, we're going to do Episode 7, we want you in the movie. And she's like, oh yeah, I'm down. And then they said, well, to do it, we need you to lose like 30 pounds or something like that.
Wasn't she mad about that?
Yeah, she was mad. She was like,
she didn't look like a princess.
Yeah, it's like, I don't look like, it's like, you need to look more like a, yeah, it's like, she said, like, I think they want me to look more like a princess. She's like, I really couldn't care less. Like, I think, she said, I'm fine the way I am. So she said, but I did do it so I could be in the movie. But she's been promoting, like, you know, I don't want these images of women, you know, that of things that are unattainable to be shown as something that's normal. And you know, she's always been very promoting in being like, you know, you're beautiful the way you are. The Hollywood needs to get away from this superficial image that they have of women, especially with princesses. And so she was really cool with that. And then, you know, she loves Coke, and so she had a Coke up there when she was talking. So she was awesome. Like, I loved her.
I've seen some interviews with her. She's really funny usually.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, she's hilarious.
Were you laughing live with her?
Last week I was watching an interview that she did with Conan. She was promoting
that one was awesome.
Her new book, and she was hilarious. I don't know. I mean, the way she like really made people laugh, and she actually brought her dog to the show too, and that was cool too. So
that's supposed to be like a huge support dog for her right here.
Yeah,
she's usually going through on the right carpets and stuff.
Her dog is there, everything.
I loved her dog. Her dog was cool.
Well, I think it helps too with like her bipolar disorder. It was pretty serious. So, I mean, I just lots of love and respect for her. I don't know if we can, David. Can we share some of our favorite moments with her? Like, you know, like things we've seen and.
Going back to what Paul was talking about. She loves making people laugh, and I don't know if you remember this, but I think back in 2006 or 2007, they did a roast. I don't know if it was Comedy Central, but they did a roast, but they did it for George Lucas.
Yeah.
And so Carrie Fisher went up there, and Carrie Fisher has a mouth on her, so she went off on George Lucas, and I can't remember anything that she said. I just remember laughing the entire time that she was talking. That was probably one of my fondest moments outside of Star Wars. But then, like, another one just that I really liked is I love hearing her story of
I think this is a rose.
Princess Leia. When she talked to George Lucas the first time she was gonna play Princess Leia, and George Lucas told her like, okay, you need to take off your bra off. And she's like, okay. It's like, why? And George Lucas says, because there are no bras in space.
There's no underwear in space.
And basically he said like, there's no gravity in there. There's not, and so your body's gonna expand. So your underwear is gonna be constricting you. So that's why there's no underwear in space. And she was like, okay, that sounds believable. So that's why she didn't wear it.
She believed it like he had been to space before. So she did what he told her to do.
So that's why she didn't wear anything. And then another thing she really complained about, she's like, it's like wearing that slave swimsuit. She like, was very uncomfortable. And she talked about how like, if I bent over, like there's nothing sticking to it, so you could see everything if I bent over. Like it just would pop out. And she's like, I hated it so much. And she said that's why she loved the part where she strangled Jabba, and so she's like, finally, I finished this guy off, and I don't have to wear this stupid thing again.
Yeah, she was taking her revenge. I actually read an article today about that.
Yeah,
and she mentioned that she had to stand still. She won't show her bulge, her fat and all that. But yeah, it seems like she was really optimistic and really enjoyed working Star Wars,
There's a scene I just watched actually on Christmas Eve. My dad showed me. I don't really watch the show, but have any of you guys seen The Big Bang Theory?
I love Big Bang Theory.
So I don't really watch it, but I guess there was a special with James Earl Jones,
Uh-huh.
and they go and with what's his name? The nerd guy.
The all nerds.
No, but the one that goes with James Earl Jones. What's his name?
Oh,
Kelvin or something? No, Sheldon. I don't watch the show again. But anyway, I saw the clip, and they go, and he's like, we're going to doorbell ditch this house. And he's like, who we're doorbell ditching? And he's like, Carrie Fisher. And he's like, wait, what? And so he goes ding doorbell and ditches, and James Earl Jones all running away. And then Sheldon's just sitting there like, thinking about like, wait, I'm actually gonna meet her, and he's just letting you hear James, come on. He's like, oh yeah, right. So here's them run, they hide behind the bush. Carrie Fisher comes out. It's really her, and she comes out with like a nightgown and a broom. She's like, dang it, it's not funny anymore, James. And then you hear James in the background, then why am I still laughing? I was laughing so hard that she did that scene. It was fantastic. That just made me love like how she can do this stuff for the fans. Is the best thing to see Darth Vader prank Princess Leia.
Or like when she was on Family Guy. She was on Family Guy playing herself. That was cool. I don't know what you do. What do you?
I don't know. It's kind of hard to remember a lot of things. Just I think the things that I associate with her in the sense of not really her, but people who look up to her is like one thing that I remember well is from Friends when Ross tells Rachel what his fantasy is to have sex with a slave Leia, and then Chandler's like, yeah, but don't you ever have these weird thoughts? Like, what weird thoughts? Like, all of a sudden you get into it and then you see your mom in the slave Leia outfit. It's like, no.
What?
And at the end of the episode, like, you see Rachel's like wearing the slave Leia outfit. Like, is this what you wanted? Yeah. And then she's like, are you okay, Ross? Like, and then he sees it's his mom dressed in the slave Leia. He's like, are you okay, sweetie? He's like, no, but that son of a bitch Chandler ruined my life. I don't know about that. Just something like that, just associated with Leia. It's just funny. I didn't know some of that stuff that she did in the Salt Lake Comic Con and the Big Bang Theory, and that's cool. Like I didn't know that, but I like that. I appreciate that she's so down to earth.
Scruffy looking nerd.
North Herder.
Who do you calling scruffy looking?
Oh, another thing that reminds me of is the Family Guy
carpet
one.
Out of my way.
I like the Family Guy version of that because Lois says that because she's Leia, and then Peter punches her. He's like, "No, you don't get to say that. We get to say that."
Who you calling scruffy looking? I love you. I know.
How about you?
I guess you actually mentioned the events you wanted to share. I mean, the thing that really gets me the most is when she was talking about her book and all the things that she did. Especially with Harrison Ford. That was quite.
She seems like she's very not afraid to do anything.
No, she was really open, and that's something that it was really cool to see. Like, I mean, I guess maybe it had to do with
she had no shame.
But she didn't have any shame.
She had no shame.
And she had no censor
whatsoever.
whatsoever.
Seemed like she just kind of lived the life she wanted, right?
I'm really interested in reading that.
I kind of want to read
the book. I think I owe it to respect to her. I think I should maybe read the book.
It's probably like the funniest book ever.
It's probably pretty hilarious knowing her. I heard about the actors coming out and wishing their respects or paying their respects, and
yeah,
you guys
Mark
saw
Hamill
like Mark
tweeted that
and
he was
Harrison.
devastated. He showed a picture of them too.
His was short. Normally he kind of has some detailed posts, but he was very
You could
just
tell,
devastated.
hey,
Like,
well,
it's like he just posted it to let people know he's aware, and like other than that, he's just kind of pissed off.
Well, yeah,
Well,
there's
yeah,
no
I mean,
worse experience.
It's his sister, pretty much. I mean,
Yeah,
it's his space
it's somebody he's
sister,
known for 40 years.
It's a Skywalker.
Yeah,
I saw that. I follow Anna Kendrick, and she had I guess she got to meet her, so she posted a picture of her and Carrie Fisher on Instagram, and she was just like devastated. I'm so effing devastated. You saw this love of from all these different actors that she influenced in one way or another. And I mean, you can say that about a lot of different actors, but Carrie Fisher, again, she's more iconic than a lot of other people.
What's funny is she's more iconic.
She's American culture, like we said.
Well, the thing is, she's in a sense she's more iconic as Carrie Fisher than Leia to the actors because of how down to earth she was and how funny she was to people, to all the celebrities who were with her.
Yeah, most of the cast always says she was like the brightest part of the day. She was always making jokes and being goofy, and somebody goes down.
I wish she was a stand-up comic. I would have paid money to see her in the comic.
So with her with a cigarette sitting on a chair, I totally dig that.
What's funny is like if you watch the movie, she has that resting bitch face on her. Like sometimes, so I was like, I always thought in real life she'd be like standoffish or like, who are you talking to me? Because she'd have that face like that meanie face, but
then her eyes will like open up, and then all of a sudden it's happy again. It's just she has such a great like.
She was good at
I don't know how to explain it. I mean, I'm proud of it. She's looking really good for her age, and it just she had a lot of hard things that she was dealing with, and
she was overcoming
and she's inspiring others.
Yeah.
I mean, I think she's to me the most inspirational woman of our culture that I've seen or that care about. I guess like in the entertainment industry, she's just such. I'm sorry, but nothing beats that iconic figure. Like she's freaking a Skywalker, and she's our princess. She's Leia Organa. I mean, geez, I just don't have words for this.
You know what I thought would be cool is, and they've done this before, and it's actually really gotten to me a few times. So, just going back to, kind of going off topic here, in the death of Superman, there is this scene where you have Batman, Green Lantern, all them carrying Superman's his what's it called, his coffin. And it has a big, S on it. Mm-hmm. Someone redid that when El Chapulín Colorado, who was El Chavo. This is from Spanish, and they did one for him, and they changed the symbol from the S to the CH for when he passed away. And I was like, oh, that was so cool. And I was just thinking, like, it'd be so cool if they did, since Leia right now technically is like a Disney princess, if they kind of did the same thing, but did it with the Disney princess holding Princess Leia's coffin. I think that would be cool if someone would draw that.
Yeah, it'd be cool if they put like the Republic thing on her.
Yeah,
on her
put the
coffin.
Republic
Like
thing.
it doesn't have to be big.
Well, kind of like
I
kind of like what they did with Padme. Where they had her there, but they had her like covered in roses and looked very elegant and beautiful.
And I think she deserves that.
I think that'd be cool if they someone drew something like Leia like that. Like I think it would be really cool. Yeah, if you're good at drawing, people at Demon Art or wherever you may be, if you can draw that would be awesome.
I'm sure there'll be some beautiful designs coming. There'll be some good stuff.
Yeah,
I kind of want a poster or something. I remember I have a poster of Paul, and it says like up to 2013. I can't remember his birth year, but it was him looking off to the distance from his back, and he was sitting next to his blue Camaro, and that was beautiful. And it's black and white, and I'd love something like that with like Leia. Maybe like all three of them or something.
The only thing that I like, but I don't like that's going to happen, I know it's going to happen because it happened with Paul Walker, is they're going to capitalize on this.
They're going to try and use it to sell money.
When Paul Walker died, when he passed away, they said all the Fast and Furious movies were like...
it was like a few dollars or something got donated if you bought the release of it.
So like I'm hoping they can do something like that.
I thought you were saying the advertisement because she died. You're talking about like they might benefit some charity.
Hopefully they do it to a charity.
I would love that.
If they do it to a charity, that'd be cool. I'm hoping that they do it like, in honor of her Star Wars is $3 off. So go back. I hope they don't do that. Like with Paul Walker, like
you bought the full thing, and any of that money and the proceeds would go to like his actual charity that he did for the hurricane movement, which is on Amazon Smile. You can sign up for that too for him. So that's a good idea because like the behavioral things and the things that she supported, maybe it could go to some of those. Yeah, maybe it could go to that.
Addiction, overdose. Be like, you know what, money goes to these because this is what she battled, and she wants people to overcome it. So let's do that. Like whoever you are, whoever distributing movies or Disney actually. Like, go ahead and do that. Like, send proceeds for anything Star Wars.
You know what?
To her.
That gave me a good idea. I don't know if you heard about this, but the 4K version of A New Hope is finished.
Really?
And we're waiting. Yeah, that's just recently announced. So that remaster of 4K, that would be really cool when they re-release the 4K version. Maybe some of the proceeds could go to that.
Yeah.
It is finished. Now we're just waiting for post-production. It could be a couple months.
Yeah.
So I think that would be really cool. Maybe even it'll come out in, my guess is May 4th.
May 4th.
And that would be cool if they could release it then and just get, because that would give us, I mean, those things are going to sell like hotcakes.
That's
so
probably when we're going to get a new trailer too for Star Wars.
yeah, probably. And I would really be hopeful if they could do a proceed to that. I think that's a great idea, David.
Yeah.
That's great.
So let's hope Disney hears us. I mean, we're very small, podcast, but hopefully, like, one of you listens and tells Disney, hey, this is a good idea. Listen to these guys. Do what they say. No, but seriously, it's just to help, people who've gone through what she's gone, and just to help their lives be a little bit better, have a little bit more hope.
Hope.
Yep, hope. Any final words?
She will remember by many.
May the force be with you.
Princess Leia and the force be with her.
We all know she'll come back as a Force ghost. She's gonna join Obi-Wan.
Then according to, I just read an article. Apparently, she's gonna take a bigger role in Episode 8. So we're probably gonna see her for quite a bit.
So we'll have some good scenes. It'd be cool if they did something for the feature extended of Episode 8.
Some kind of like tribute or.
Well, not just that. I mean, yes, that too. But it'd be cool if they had like sometimes like 30 minutes or an hour that her scenes are cut out. Maybe they could add something like that to the bonus DVD eventually or Blu-ray.
Right.
Just more, and then a huge nice talk about how she was to work with maybe the cast. I'm sure they'll do something.
That'll be
well,
great.
they'll
do something.
They'll probably do it for her and for R2D2.
Yeah,
because those are the two that passed away, and they both finished. I think they both finished Episode 8.
Yeah, it's all done filming.
No,
for
I
R2.
don't know
It's in
about
post-production.
I don't know on that.
No, I don't know if R2 finished filming.
Yeah, we just know that Carrie did.
I know that he died earlier this year. I think it was like in summer.
I think most of it.
But I don't. But I think it was finished because I think they started like in January or
It was January.
February, something like that. They started filming.
I think a lot of the main cast
back to
stuff
back.
is done. I think it's the other stuff they're still finishing. Like
yeah,
other
like Paul
set
said, it's in
pieces.
post-production.
Well, it's post-production, yeah, but I mean, like all the major casts, I think they're all been done. And now they're just doing like the rest of the set pieces and stuff. Like I know there's some new pics that leaked in
CGI
London
stuff
recently,
and all that.
so just barely and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know.
But it's cool. Like something else I was gonna mention. Especially for new young actors, they look up to the old ones, and having Carrie Fisher to be.
I know Daisy Ridley really looked up to her a lot.
Right.
So yeah.
So it will be a good time for them to also reflect on that and be also examples to others in the future.
I'm really hoping that in Episode 8 they don't. It's gonna kind of suck if they make Daisy Ray, the parent or the daughter of Leia and Han. I kind of hope that doesn't happen because now they both won't be in Episode 9.
Yeah.
And so hopefully they do a rewrite with that or whatever it is, or if that was their original idea. But
yeah.
Once again, we miss you, Carrie Fisher. We miss everyone who's lost, who passed away this year. Hopefully next year nothing like this happens. But
nothing like this happens to this degree.
Yeah, and
it's like what 30 celebrities passed this year.
Something like that. And the 3P3 just died today.
It always comes in threes.
I can't remember. A musician, a drummer died. Who was really good. I can't remember his name. And then there was someone from Everybody Hates Chris. I don't remember his name, but I recognize the face. He passed away today too. So
our condolences to Carrie Fisher's family as well as
especially her daughter,
all the other individuals that were affected by these big celebrities.
Yeah.
Yep. So signing off, and again, stay positive. She lives on. Wherever you believe she lives on in movies, in books, in any type of media, and if we think of her, that's how she lives on. So it doesn't matter your faith, that's how she lives on.
She's one with the Force now.
She's one with the Force. So signing off, this is David the Smash Fan.
Mr. Worldwide.
Miles, your tech guy?
Good to say Paul.
You're David Black.
David Black, aka Paul.
And this is Chibi No Podcast.